We are in the woods here in West Virginia for the MSO Guide Challenge weekend, and we're putting these 5 eager adventurers to the test. We received almost 30 applications, and we've selected 5 applicants to advance.
We have 3 challenges for each of our applicants to compete in, with a final challenge at the end. The 2 applicants with the most points at the end will win. Now let's meet each of our prospects.
My name is James Farley. I am from Haymarket, Virginia. I drive a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. I'm looking forward to having snow, cold weather, participating in this challenge to become a guide, just enjoying the weekend.
Hi, I'm Dan Wynell. I'm from Northern Maryland. I drive a 2017 Ram 1500 Rebel, and I'm most looking forward to just meeting new people this weekend.
My name is Casper Crump. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. I live in Washington, D.C. I drive an FJ Cruiser Trail Teams 2010. This weekend I'm looking forward to meeting awesome people and being challenged and, having a good time around the fire pit.
Hi, my name is Paul Gunnels. I am from Berkeley, Michigan. I drive a 2019 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. I'm looking forward to some snow camping and hanging out with a bunch of new people I've never met before.
I am Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA. I am driving a 2021 Ram 2500 Power Wagon. I am looking forward to an awesome season of off-roading with some great dudes.
All right, everybody's ready to go. The guys are out here in front of their trucks. We're super excited for Guide Challenge weekend, and this is round 1. For the first challenge, we're gonna randomly pair up these guys, and they're gonna have to guide us through the woods. They're gonna have 15 minutes to gather their thoughts and figure out how they're gonna guide us on this adventure. The teams will be judged on how well they handle unpredictable situations and how well they guide together. All right, since we got 5 guides, this is gonna be a little bit different as far as scoring goes, right? We're gonna have them draw names out of the hat, and number 1 and number 2 are gonna be paired together. Number 3 and number 4 are gonna be paired together, and number 5 is gonna operate on their own. The winning team will get 2 points. That means if there's 2 people paired up together, they're gonna have to split those 2 points, and each person gets 1, right? But the person that draws number 5 has the opportunity to win 2 points. Let's get started.
1,
2, 3.
I got 5.
Oh.
4.
Remember that we're your guests, so we're not going to be able to help you at all. There's going to be some situations that come up, and you're going to be judged on how well you work together and how well you navigate that situation. All right, we're going to set a timer here for about 15 minutes. That should give each team time to talk through their general strategy, prep for a pre-trip meeting like we always do. So time starts now.
They got a winch. You'll probably want to go first.
Do you have any tow hooks in the rear? That's good. Do you have a radio? 21? 21's good.
Thinking about what I needed to know as the guest is what I'm thinking about right now.
Just watching the vehicles in the front, calling out danger points as I see them, making sure that the group in the middle is being safe, following the track, not going to get stuck.
Okay, we got 7 more minutes for these guys to figure out what they're going to do.
It's really gonna be kind of fun because what we're gonna do is we're gonna be, newbies, but we don't know how to do anything, right?
Never
And
put
so
in 4 high before or 4 low before.
what's gonna be a real challenge here, I think, is for Casper,
Yeah.
because he's gonna be working by himself.
He's also never been on a guided trip.
Never been on a guided trip. He's got the most opportunity to score 2 points, right? And have the most points in the end. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how this works out. Some of our guys are obviously gonna have a little bit more time to kind of strategize.
I'm excited.
Excited.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, totally. What do we want to do for the first challenge with these guys?
I think these guys can handle recovery for sure.
Let's go be guests on the Mountain State Overland Adventure.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Here's our guests. They're ready to go.
All right, there they are. Here we are. Yeah.
These must be our guides.
Woo, I'm excited. Woo, this is our first trip ever overlanding. I just had the shop build this truck for me. I'm pretty excited, man.
Well,
hey
welcome.
guys.
I'm Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
James.
James. I just got the rig. They just built it for me. Never been off-road before. Looking to tear things up in the woods today.
Okay, all right.
Everything we do, we just want to be safe.
That's why we came here, because you guys are going to show us what to do, right?
All right. Have you aired down your tires this morning?
I have
for this?
not. Is that something you can help me do?
Yeah, we can definitely help you do
Okay.
it. Here, I'm just walking around, basically doing a visual safety check. One of the things I'm looking at is just looking at your shocks, making sure I don't see anything hanging down. Looking at your tires, make sure you have an appropriate tread pattern. You're not missing any major lugs. Got to watch the rear diff. Make sure we don't get the rear diff stuck on anything. You don't have any wires, cables, hoses, anything hanging down, so that's part of the visual inspection. So that way, if you run across anything, it's not going to get snagged and you're going to tear your brake lines or things like that.
I'm ready to go. How about you, man? Let's snow.
Let's do it.
All right.
This is awesome.
Fantastic.
Can you hear me?
Roger that, loud and clear.
All
right, cool, we're good. We got a radio. All right, this is gonna be fun. We got 2 new guys with us. Jason and Eric just built out a new rig. You know, spent time over COVID watching a lot of YouTube videos of Mountain State, and we're looking forward to showing them beautiful West Virginia.
That was pretty good.
I'm ready to tear up.
Yeah, that was a good touch.
Yeah, I wanted to try to set a personality for each of these. So I want to be the guy that's like, I want to wreck and tear up the woods. James and Paul have a pretty competitive advantage. They're both are very, you know, Paul's been on several of our trips. James has been on a few. That just means we're going to push a little bit harder, aren't we?
Yeah, for sure.
Typical newbies need to get out and get video for the Instagram, but
yeah, man, this is awesome. This is exactly what I was looking forward to doing. Yeah, I was so stoked about crossing the river.
Yeah, and I like that speed you took there, Jason. That was good. We weren't tearing up the trail, so good job there.
Hey Jason, when we go through this field, you're going to want to keep it over to the right a little bit. We don't want to build new ruts on the left. We want to stay in the established area.
Initially, when I was following them and listening to them in their 15 minutes, James kind of took the lead and was like, this is what we're going to do. I found that kind of interesting, and Paul was like, yes, I agree. So I think there's some good teamwork going on here too.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Man, my wife is never going to believe this.
Well, we got a lot of video that will be edited and sent out to you a couple of weeks after the trip is over, so you can definitely show her all of it.
So do you think James pre-running that yesterday was something he might have done as the extra mile just to make sure he knows and is familiar with the trail?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he ended up clearing a couple trees that were down across the trail.
Right after this next mud hole, there's a log across the trail. You should be able to crawl right over that. But when you do crawl over that, it's going to send you a little sideways because it's slick. So just watch your wheels and watch your spin.
I think the only thing that I'm going to score negatively on, which is not that big of a deal, is that I asked James if he could help me deflate my tires, and he did not actually do that. Probably just a lot of thoughts going through their minds right now, so I mean, can see that side of it.
You can see their gears turning.
So that was great work, Jason. That was what we were talking about, slow and steady. You just made it right through, no stopping, no getting stuck. Very good. So how you liking it? I know you wanted to really get in and get some experience. How you liking this so far?
I'm having a good time. My passenger here is a little pansy though.
I think it's time for him to drive then. I think we should do some swaps.
I'm not letting him drive this truck.
I wonder what the guys at camp are doing. Are they taking advantage of the opportunity maybe to listen to these conversations?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm noticing that as James gets too far ahead of me, he's actually stopping to wait to make sure he's got what appears to be kind of a visual of us, which is a really good step for making sure that you're keeping track of your guests all the time.
So we're gonna do the same thing, just keep it nice and steady. It's gonna get a little slick, but we're gonna go right up this bump here and just keep the momentum going so we don't get stuck in that mud hole.
A key part of like being a guide on these trips is being able to stay calm and collected and logical while under a situation where you're under a lot of pressure or in a high stress environment. And I think we've created that high stress environment for them.
All right, here's a little mud hole. You're gonna, again, keep up with some forward momentum. It's a little slick right at the top, so you might feel a little sideways.
So next time we stop, can I get a beer out of the truck and slam one real quick?
No sir, no sir, no drinking on the trail please.
I think for the next team that we take, I think you should be like, I know everything, right?
Yep.
I'll just be the cameraman and just kind of be observing, so they won't have to really train me. It's you're taking your trip by yourself and I'm filming you.
Got it. Okay.
Maybe you have a lot of friends on Snapchat or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
like something completely irrelevant.
Way too easy. Like, you know, I was expecting something a little bit more difficult.
We're gonna introduce an obstacle or a challenge to James and Paul here. So yeah, here we go. Guys, I think I'm stuck here.
I think I'm stuck. I can't move. The truck's not moving anywhere. I don't know what to do.
First off, do you have your lockers on or your lockers off?
Yeah, I've tried everything. I'm completely immobile.
Here, I think I'm gonna need to be pulled right now.
Roger that. Hang tight. I'll be right there.
I am nervous. I don't know if I feel comfortable proceeding.
I just don't know if I can make it through this next hole here, and I'm kind of hung up and just don't know what's going on.
So obviously we are not stuck, but I'm kind of letting them know that I don't feel comfortable going forward, and I want to see how they're going to handle this situation.
So, well, what's your plan? My plan was going to be to just walk him through it. I think he can make it. I think right now he knows he's not stuck. He's just a little nervous from the last one. So I was gonna check things, see if he does have his lockers on or if he just got a little nervous, and we want to get you out of the way so that way if we get his confidence up, he's able to go through this.
Okay. I'm expecting that they'll hook a snatch strap up to me and pull me through this. They may say, is it okay if I drive your vehicle through the next section? So we're gonna see how they handle this.
All right.
What are we doing?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double check. Do you have your lockers on? You said you do?
I don't know how to turn my lockers on.
Okay.
What are you guys looking for?
Where's your four-wheel drive controls at?
Right here?
We're looking for your lockers.
Let's see.
I really don't know anything about this truck. I mean, I knew I wanted it. That's about it. They said it had everything.
Do you have a book? Oh, it's up there.
Oh.
On the rear wheel, you're gonna have a little X in the middle.
Oh, okay.
That little X in the middle means that both wheels are going to spin at the same time.
Okay.
Your differential is going to be locked.
Uh-huh.
We're good. We're gonna try to get through this. You're not stuck, you're not hung up on anywhere. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna guide you through this. We're gonna keep a consistent pace like you've been doing. And I think you're gonna make through this no problem.
You really think I can make it through here?
Oh, I think you can make it through. We've taken lots of vehicles through here. I think if you just kind of follow along, keep a consistent pace, I think you're gonna make through. And if not, then we can get you out.
Okay.
Keep going. There you go, just keep moving, keep moving. You got it, keep moving. You're good, keep moving. You got it, keep moving, keep moving, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You got it, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep it going. Keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. There you go, slow down.
Oh.
There you got it though. Good
All
job.
right, I think I got it.
You got it, nice
Thank
work.
you so much,
Yeah.
that was very helpful.
Very good.
Jeep and Chevy guys don't know where it is.
When you first said that like you're completely immobile, and Paul went up and talked with James, they thought that it was just because you weren't confident. Basically their plan of attack was, let's just make sure that he's actually mobile and that it's not just a confidence thing.
No, I think they handled that really well. They weren't admitting that they knew everything. They referred back to the manual, which I would have done the same thing if I wasn't sure. But we are coming to the end of the challenge for the first team here, so pretty excited.
Yeah, they did good.
How'd you guys feel like that went?
The next group has some big vehicles, so I'm glad we were before them because that's a lot of weight going through this trail and it's getting kind of mucky already. Even though we pre-rode it yesterday, or James did, there were still some obstacles because of the snow.
Maybe prepared you guys for pinstriping, low-hanging branches, things like that. It's with the weight of the snow, it caused a lot of limbs and branches and things to come down lower than what they normally are.
We were able to get those out of the way, and we were able to coach Jason here through some places he got nervous, and I thought it was good. Learn how to use his lockers, and now I know where they are in a Tacoma.
That's right. we learned something new today.
Yeah, all right, well, let's boogie back, put on our new faces. Eric is going to be driving the Tacoma. I'm just going to be his assistant. Eric's going to know everything that there is to know about four-wheel drive. All right, let's go.
He's not even in character.
Final thoughts on James and Paul.
So in terms of teamwork, I thought that they did really well. They communicated with each other. They got in and out of the trucks to come talk with each other. In terms of like guest experience, they did an excellent job just talking on the radio. And then in terms of guiding itself, the off-road tips, the heads up, you're going to be off camber here, just making sure that everyone was safe, I think was really excellent. So in terms of like the bar that I would expect for a teammate to join us, I think they meant that for sure.
I think where they fell short was he suggested that we air down, and I asked him to, you know, help us out, and is that something he could do for me? And he said sure, and it was just never done. Not a huge deal, but if we're talking about safety on these snowy roads and stuff like that, you know, airing down would be important. I think they just kind of got overwhelmed with everything in the process and just forgot that step. But I would score them down on that because it's something they said they would do and they didn't do. But yeah, overall, I think it was a good performance. It's a beautiful day here in West Virginia. This is the MSO Guide Challenge. You can get this sweatshirt, you can get this hat, and you can get this shirt at Overland Provision.
And like I said, like if I can get through anything, then everybody else will be able to, because I got the least amount of clearance here. Yeah, so I think I'll lead, and then you can go in the back and I'll put them right in the middle.
Got to do like a pre-checklist, make sure everyone's got their seatbelts on, their lockers engaged, that kind of thing.
Make sure the heated seats are on, the heated steering wheels are on.
The massaging seats activated.
You know,
absolutely.
We're Overlanders.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we're really getting into. Definitely kind of curious to see what'll happen. We got water right from the start?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't take long for it to turn right into a...
Goodness.
Our truck to their truck, is it a matter of hand signals? What's our communication style?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I have a GMRS. I don't know if it's working today.
Well, I have this particular GPX file saved on my Garmin, so I should be able to pull that up.
All right, Eric is now driving the Tacoma. I've been hired to be his film crew. Eric is a big influencer on all the social media channels, and he has a photog that goes with him everywhere. We'll see how...
I don't know.
You think you're going to be able to step into this position?
I don't know. I'm really nice.
You're a really nice guy, so like...
I got it. I'm just going to be short.
Mildly jerkish, way overconfident, kind of dial that back little by little by little by little until the end, and then, you know, be normal Eric again. I've learned a lot about myself, you know, through this experience, you know, so
all right,
let's see where it goes.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
How's it going?
In four low, 4 high, where you at?
Yeah, I'm already in 4 low.
Okay, 4 low, good,
Awesome.
good idea to stay in that.
And you guys do have a GMRS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on channel 3.
Okay.
So he's got a radio in his truck, I got one of my truck, so that way we can communicate to each other.
Can we do channel 21? Because I'm already on channel 21.
Sure. Does yours go to 21?
I believe so.
We can always accommodate.
Are you there? All right, cool.
Good, 21.
Yeah, I'll go to 21 on mine.
Good enough. Hey, not a problem. We're happy to help you.
You weren't enough of a d. You gotta be a d.
All right, I'll be a d. It's so hard for me.
It's not. It's really not. You just gotta be a d.
Is this trail really a big deal?
This first little pre-crossing here doesn't seem like a big deal. There's no really like stubborn boulders you got to watch out for your undercarriage. So this will be a pretty clean cross.
Now Eric is driving down a creek, something that you've done before, because it's not something that's very common.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I've got, a ton of followers on Instagram, and just here to make content, honestly.
That's fine. We can make our content safely. I'm sure your followers will have your back if you get stuck.
Hey Caboose, how are you back there? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's doing good back here. I got a really pretty Tacoma sitting in front of me.
We've kind of set the scenario here of, Eric being a major social media influencer. He's got his photog with him.
Oh yeah. I'll be walking through this creek for a little bit here, so watch your boulders, keep yourselves on the rocks, not over them.
They're doing a good job of communicating, and also just kind of like trying to balance out my ego, right? They're talking to each other a little bit more and trying to set a little bit more of an example, I would say. So
yeah, in the beginning they were a little bit like, oh yeah, well, why don't you just go ahead and do your own thing?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't feel like that was the right way to approach it.
I was just asking what kind of content you were looking to get, if there was anything specific that you were looking to do, see if we could help in any way.
Always fake getting the power wagon stuck and spin the tire a little for you, content worthy.
I know he's joking about spinning tires and stuff like that, but it's really important that we send that message that we are here to primarily focus on responsibility, advocating good trail use, being good stewards of the land.
I would say that the main difference here is like in this pre-trip meeting, we set the time, right?
Got the radio chatter, deck of cards.
And they were just kind of, I think they were a little bit shocked, honestly, but I mean, that kind of stuff does happen on these trips. So they're settling into it now.
We're gonna turn the radio off and we're gonna wait for them to come back to us and see if there's a problem. So here we go, radio is now off.
How's everybody doing? Feeling confident on this trail? Not too tight for you back there, right, Toyota?
Should I just stop?
No, just keep going. Just keep going and see. I mean, I don't know.
Dan, is that your radio doing that constant static over that?
No, I turned my radio off because of that static stuff.
They may write it off as like, oh,
he's just not
this guy's a prick, we don't want to talk to him anyway. Or they may say legitimately, let's stop and find out what's going on with the radio.
Yep.
We seem to be getting a lot of interference on this channel.
I'm not getting any on mine back here.
Come in, Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got a copy.
I mean,
okay, the brakes he's applied the brakes. Okay, hopefully he's gonna stop, and no, he's still moving.
You got a sizable log laying in the driver's side track up here. Keep it in mind when you go over it.
Okay, so the radio being off, once they do find it, will be our humbling moment to be like, oh guys, I'm so sorry, I just been focusing on myself too much, let's just have a good time.
We're acting on a lot of radio silence here. How's the chase car doing? You guys all right back there?
Yeah, I'm good. You got a copy on me? You still hear me?
I do you, but not our guests.
Do we want to stop and double check on that?
I think we should.
Yeah, let's get to a spot where we're not in a bunch of deep mud holes and we'll check on that.
Wonderful track here. It's starting to fog up in the truck a little bit. I'm gonna turn the defrost on. It's snowing outside. It took us about an hour and a half with the first team. We're moving along pretty good at a really good pace with these guys.
Yeah.
How's it going back there? Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm just sitting at the bottom of the hill. We want to do a comm check real quick?
I'm kind of curious what they're talking about.
I know. I want to know. I want to watch this, see what they're saying.
Well, they need to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be the opportunity. He's got his window cracked. Okay, he's
getting out of his truck.
He's getting out of his truck. This is good. This is good news.
Hey, you having some trouble with your radio?
Oh, damn. It turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were worried
sorry
about you there for a minute. That's all right.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Didn't
You were
even
radio
realize.
silent. We didn't know if the content was that good. You were just leaving us in the dark. That's all.
Yeah, my
radio
bad, guys. Our radio was off. Yeah.
Still 121.
We're here.
Yeah, we got you now. So sorry about that.
That's all right. It happens. We're gonna keep maintaining at least over every 5 minutes or so. Let's just check in and make sure everybody's feeling confident and the radios are still working.
Sounds good.
Cool. You ready, Dan?
Yep, I got you now.
Yeah, I don't know how long I would expect myself to catch that.
I would say that was a little bit longer than what I would expect.
Probably because we were waiting for it though.
Yeah.
And anticipating.
Jason, Eric, is this trail starting to live up to the hype at all, or are you still feeling slightly disappointed?
They're doing a good job trying to keep radio chatter. I mean, like, especially since we started off being very difficult, right? We'll ease off on the ego just a little bit. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to say sorry again. Sometimes I get too focused on the content and doing my own thing that I just don't pay attention to what's going on around me. So, yeah, sorry about that.
I'm gonna talk to the guys and see how they did. Done being a now.
All right, thank God.
Not the best at his persona. He's such a nice guy. We were trying to create the I know it all influencer, been here, done it, everything, and
nailed it.
Don't need to be taught anything.
How do you think Eric did?
I think he did great. Wheeling and with the attitude. I think all the way around. It was fun. It was awesome. Yeah.
The initial handling of the persona, Eric's persona, was a little rough. I think there was some opportunity there. Ryan was kind of getting into it a little bit, but at the same point in time, if it were a real situation, would we handle that a little bit differently? I don't know.
Even if they are being a give them that grace.
Yeah, I mean, we're all out here for different reasons. I mean, some of us are doing this because we like driving the trails. Some of us are doing it because we like seeing the nature. Some of us are doing it because we want other dudes to like our Instagram pictures. You know, like
Especially me.
Right. As long as we're all having fun, it doesn't really matter.
They handled the challenge fairly well.
I am excited to hear their banter back and forth, especially because we had no idea what was going on. So it was easy for us to judge.
Yeah, we lost comms for a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah, right. That was an interesting several minutes of silence.
Like, I mean, I could see you guys still driving because I was, you know, behind you, so I wasn't really too worried about like you guys stopping or like, and I had, you know, comms with Ryan too, so we were in a little bit of a technical spot too, like, so there's a lot of mud, a lot of ruts going on there, so it's nice to do it on flat ground. And once we got to a flat spot, we just were like, hey, your radio on?
Again, we maintained a visual on you guys the whole time, so we felt confident. As long as you guys obviously presented the confidence, we felt good with it, but it was better to have that communication.
And also on the pre-guide, the pre-trip, you said that you kind of, you presented yourself like, I don't need to know what you need to know, but
yeah, just standoffish. Right?
Yeah, but I still would have asked that person to step out of the vehicle. Let's walk around so you can tell me about how awesome your truck is, right?
For sure.
What do you think is going to be the hardest thing for the next guy coming?
Pinstriping. I'm sure he's got fears of putting his fairly newer vehicle through it, but honestly, just get it. I mean, that's why we're out here, get a little bit of damage on it. That gives it character. Maybe make him a little nervous, but I think he's going to be good. He's got a lot of confidence, so.
I think his personality will help him a lot. He's got a really good, like, he's a really good people person, so I think that'll help him out a lot, regardless of whatever issue he runs into.
We are in the woods here in West Virginia for the MSO God Challenge weekend. This has been a lot of fun. We're still in round one, and Casper's up next. We'll see what happens.
God. All by myself, I wanna be, oh my God. All right, this is gonna be exciting.